The second session of Book 1 saw continued strong trade, with 3 further lots breaking the million guineas mark to complete a list of 5 7-figure lots at the sale so far. It was Dubarry who headlined Day 2 again, when lot 229 became the subject of a bidding duel between Roger Varian and John Ferguson, who eventually signed the ticket for 2.1 million guineas. The colt out of listed winner Nature Spirits was the property of the Niarchos family and was consigned by Watership Down stud.
Obviously we were absolutely delighted. It's a huge team that goes into delivering something like that. It was fantastic to have sold it to the Niarchos family and Maria, who I've known for many years. In fact, my first ever job in racing was working for Maria at Frene, so it's been a long time, and it was wonderful to do it for her. It was typical of the sire and the family. I mean, the mare boards with us at Kiltynan, our stud in Ireland, had always been an exceptionally good foal and had grown on into a very nice yearling, and really has never been any trouble at all. He was born and raised at Kiltynan, and then he was prepped at Watership Down, so from our point of view it was a complete team effort, which was fantastic.
Lot 309, a Galileo filly out of renowned producer Shastai, was always going to prove popular, being a sister to Secret Gesture and Sir Isaac Newton. Given her illustrious relatives, it was no surprise to see the Newsells Park stud offering the subject of sustained interest from both MV Magnia and the Qatar racing team, with the hammer eventually coming down in favour of Sheikh Fahad bidding himself at 1.35 million guineas. With his own Secret Gesture in foal to Warfront, the appeal of getting back into the family to enhance his broodmare band was cited as the motivation for the purchase, and it is likely she'll follow a similar path to her Rafe Beckett-trained sister. There were further headlines for Frankel on Day 2, when lot 244, a colt by the Juddmonte resident out of Group 1 winner Peeress, sold to MV Magnia, the Mayfair Speculators and Peter and Ross Doyle for 1.3 million guineas. In doing so, the colt more than doubled consignor's Cheveley Park Studs record for a yearling sale, achieved at this sale last year.
David and Patricia Thompson are absolutely over the moon, thrilled. It's very special to have sold the highest priced yearling that they have ever offered in over 40 years of owning the stud. Last year was a record at 620 for our Frankel, so to have doubled that this year is very special indeed. He was a most beautiful horse. I mean, he is why, as we know, one of the best racehorses. The horse has got off to such a great start out of a hugely talented mare, Peeress, who gave us a huge amount of pleasure on the track. He was a very athletic, wonderful mind on him, and the one thing that caught our eye was the fact that he just floated in the lunging ring. Has never looked back from the day we started his preparation. He's strong, robust, actually fills the eye rather like Frankel. Obviously a different colour, but certainly the same sort of physique.
Having missed out on the session's top lot, Roger Varian eventually managed to secure his own Dubarry when giving 850,000 guineas for lot 328, a colt by the sale's leading stallion so far out of So Silk. Described as a standout by Varian, the yearling was consigned by Highclere Stud and is a half-brother to Park Hill Stakes winner Silk Sari from the family of champion 3-year-old filly Gossamer. Lot 319 was the only progeny of Megdalia Doro in the sale, and rarity proved a valuable commodity when the filly consigned by Isleby Stud sold to US agent Sean Duggan for 600,000 guineas. The chance to buy into a great page from a young family attracted the purchaser to the daughter of Group 3 winner and Queen Mary runner-up Shamoose, who will race in Europe for her new owners. The wide cross-section of international buyers were well represented again on Day 2, when lot 330, a Galileo colt from Ballyhimmakin Stud, sold to Kenji Ryota Kufi for 600,000 guineas. The colt, who is a half-brother to Group 2 winner Lilborn Lad, is bound for Japan, where he'll race for Japanese champion trainer Mr. Yoshito Yahagi.